For the evening, also giving an icebreaker speech, a new member, Scott Keeler. What's interesting about Scott, he formerly went to Wenatchee Valley College, native of the Valley, left to go to the west side, Seattle, Portland, in management. He actually got trained professionally to be a professional entertainer. Fascinating. Please welcome Scott with his speech, Sports versus Music.
Thank you, Toastmasters. So there have been many challenges, many crazy college years, many great experiences, to exposure of new ideas of thought. I am grateful to the men and women who have enlightened my way of thinking through the years, and I look forward to sharing these in future events. My name is Scott Keeler, and I have a story that I'd like to share that helped me come to this meeting here tonight in a roundabout way. In my early years, I faced a huge dilemma. I came from a family immersed in sports. I had aunts, uncles, cousins, my dad, my brother. They were players, coaches, directors, and teachers. And I was expected to follow that same path. I would have been happy to be a player in that arena. But there were two defining moments in my life that led me to make a huge decision in the direction of my life. I love music, mainly the pop stuff that you hear on the radio, and a lot of top 40 stuff. So at an early age, I taught myself how to play guitar. I taught myself how to play the piano. The first moment that was a defining moment came when I was a senior in high school here at Eastmont. We had what was called the Gong Show. It was basically a talent show. And I was part of a group called the Beach Bums. And we were doing a Beach Boys song called Surfin' Safari. And as we rehearsed, as we practiced, the lead singer just never showed up. So I filled in for him, singing the lead part. Came the night of the big event, and guess what? He chickened out. So I went ahead and I sang the lead part. And I will tell you, this was the most intoxicating moment of my entire life. As soon as I started singing, kids started screaming. And as they started screaming, I started to move around. And as I started to move around, they kept screaming. And as they screamed, I moved. And as I moved, they screamed. I even think I went down to one knee. It was one of the greatest things I'd ever felt in my life. From that moment on, I would be a changed person. I just wanted to do it again. I just wanted to do it over and over again. So fast forward a little bit, a couple of years down the road, I'm at Wenatchee Valley College. I see what's called the Green River Music Company come to Wenatchee. I was in awe. They were great. They did kind of a rock and roll type of show. And at the end, the director came out and said, "This is a group that we train to be professional entertainers in a Las Vegas type show group." And it was one of only two in the western half of the United States. So, do I go to Wazoo and follow in the family footsteps? No, I went to Auburn, Washington, to Green River Community College, where I decided to major in professional entertainment training. After 1 year of training, I auditioned as a singer, as a guitar player, as a piano player, and I wasn't selected for any of them. However, I got lucky because that was the first year they decided to have a synthesizer player, and I got the part on that. So it was great, and then it was not so great. A lot of it due to my own immaturity, which at some point in time, that will be for another speech, and another reason that I'm here. I went on to play in a couple of bands, but reality shed its light and soon the reality of needing money led me to a regular job with a regular paycheck, and I went into management at a fast food restaurant where I ended up in fast food for the next 30 years. It was neither sports nor music. This last January, I made a decision. I was going to be in no more management. I'm going to work for a paycheck. I'm going to use my main energy to do what makes me happy. Hopefully that will involve music. I still love sports, I love my family, and I love all their accomplishments. I, however, want to be an entertainer. I want to be a singer, a speaker, a storyteller. Thanks for letting me share.